This is where I found my wife while serving in the worship ministry here.
He's like a father to me.
Look at them as like awesome role models.
His word just it convicted me, and I told her this is where we're gonna be going to church.
They're just really two people combined into one person. That's how powerful they are.
I just love the way they fellowship here.
Many of you have been experiencing something unusual. You've got the glory of God on one hand, but a bunch of stuff on another hand. You know you love him, but your old boyfriend stays on your mind an awful lot. You know you love him, but everything you do in the restroom is not sanitary. Are you listening to me? You know you love him, but there's some stuff. Through his grace and his power, he is ready to put something upon you that will purify you and make you Gucci.
God is raising up a vibrant generals. He's raising up an end-time army of women that are going to say, Satan, you will leave Montgomery. You will leave this region. You will not operate in here. You are not going to do it. God is raising up women that say, you know what? We're going to take our neighborhood for the Lord. Ordinary in the hands of God is a mighty.
So weird because I mean there's so many prophetic things that happen. There's so many dreams that I've had even about what they're doing. And so when you know something is God, you just do whatever you got to do to support it, you know, and to undergird them and to align yourself with their heart to help push the vision forward. So again, I see it as a God thing. You know, they need our help. There's no way that they can push this thing on their own, you know. They need our prayers, they need our strength, they need our support, they need our minds, our skills, our labor, our finances, our resources, everything that I have to offer, everything that you have to offer. They need that. You know, they're just set as the head, you know, the captains of the ship or the captain of the pilot of the plane.
Well, I'm Reverend Dwight Chocolate. That's Dwight Chocolate, and you know, I would consider myself a close friend of Pastor Kyle. You know, you have those stepchilds and you have those sons. I would consider myself probably in the middle. I'd probably be a stepson, and they've helped grow me up in the Lord. And you know, the Bible talks about after you drank the milk to start eating the steak, and they helped me to eat the steak, and now I like steak. I didn't even like meat before.
We're going to take America for the Lord. It does not belong to the atheists. It doesn't even belong to the gay community. It belongs to Jesus. But except you rise up and begin to say enough is enough. God, take me and do whatever you please with my life. Take me and use me.
I believe the wisdom that God has given him is to start surrounding himself with people that have the ability to do the things that he needs to do to free him up to do what he has to do. And God has given him a lot of wisdom in order to accomplish this task. And so, Apostle, when you look at him and you sit down and you see how he handles things, you would say, God has graced him with wisdom to accomplish these assignments, because he knows he can't do it by himself, nor do he try. He just say, listen, it's a team effort, and he surround himself with the right team to accomplish this assignment for Jesus Christ. It's just a tremendous blessing for me to be under their leadership and to see them live for Jesus as they have and set the example for us.
I look at myself and I say, Lord, take the wheel of my life. Take the wheels of my life. Cause some of us, we riding on dubs, we riding on 22, 24, 26s. You know, so he need to take the wheels. Man, this church is a spice rack, man, okay? This is a spice rack. Think of your mama's kitchen. You got a spice rack on the counter, and you got all those different spices. You got paprika, you got salt and pepper, you got oregano, you got all those kind of spices. We just a spice rack. It's a big spice rack. And every time I think of spice, I get hungry. That's why I like communion here. We have communion. Whenever I come, it's like, oh, we always having communion. And I'm just like, dang, man, we eat up in here all the time. But it's good, it's good. So there's a variety, a mixture. It's just one big cultural smoothie.
The desire that I've seen in him to see people experience and for their life to be changed is what's been so important in my own life. I called myself a donkey. It's all about God, because the man that brought me up, the man who brought me here in person of Apostle Kyle, all he taught me was, Fred, it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about God. So I live my life for God, and I thank God. I learned that from him. He has been faithful with what God has given him. He breathes it, he eats it, that's all he does, to do the will of his Father. And that I learned that from him. And you know, I'll go anywhere. It doesn't matter. I mean, Haiti, when there was no water to drink, I slept on the street. I didn't do that because I'm a good person, because I learned that from him. If a leader will do anything, then the follower should be able to do anything.
We actually came here wounded, so our intentions was to come and sit down and just relax and be healed and just absorb all that we can in the process. We were not coming in. We had decided we would not work. We were just going to sit down and just allow the Lord to minister to us. But of course, when it's in you, it's just in you. And before we knew it, we were up working. They, I don't think, even realize the impact that they have had on my life as one of their members. They understand my administrative skills and the things I bring to the table as an administrator. But prior to that, which is one of the reasons I was so excited to take the position, the resources and the teachings that they brought, that they shared and they imparted in us, whether it was a book they wrote or attending a retreat, those are things that I would treasure for a lifetime.
Do the blood of the everlasting covenant make you perfect, make you pure, make you clean, make you Gucci, make you 100, make you 1 million, make you right, make you crunk, make you straight, make you like he wants you to be. May the God of peace, through the blood of the covenant, make you what he wants you to be. Now, it didn't say you go make yourself. It said let God make you by the blood of his covenant.
I've gotten a lot of bread. As you can see, I'm eating a lot of bread, physically and spiritually. So they've given me a lot of bread to munch on as I've heard them over the years, and Pastor Kyle be talking about all these prophetic things with the Lord raining down fire from heaven and the gold dust falling on you and the glory just taking you up and translating you to Africa or somewhere like that. It just makes you feel good. And so for me, when I'm delivering the word to my people, when I'm throwing down for Jesus, you know, it just helped me because now I got something on the inside of me to pour out, you know, kind of like Kool-Aid, like spiritual Kool-Aid. Don't even matter the color. It ain't gotta be red, it ain't gotta be purple, it ain't gotta be any color Kool-Aid you want to pour out. It's that spiritual Kool-Aid get on the inside of you. Man, speaking of Kool-Aid, man, I want to go barbecue right now.
I visited a number of churches around the city, and it never really did feel quite right. And I kept thinking about this church and Pastor Kyle, and just thinking, you know. But we said, well, how will we really fit in? You know, I'm very white. And talking to someone else, and I just said out my mouth, said, next week I'm going over to Deeper Life and hear Pastor Kyle Searcy. That's where I'm going next. And that person said, you know, I will too. And so, and I did. And it was when I first got here, I was very uncomfortable. I felt very out of place. I felt I stuck out like a sore thumb. And walking in, I just kind of, I'm going to do this. And I went in, and they seated me, and just, but give about 10 minutes into his message. 10 minutes into his message, I totally forgot about my skin color. I totally forgot about all that. I totally forgot because my spirit came alive. They really trust the Spirit of God in you. If the Lord has anointed you to do something, they really believe that God has equipped you to do it. So they really trust that. They don't micromanage, if you will. They really allow you freedom to step out there and move in the calling God's given you to do. So you have a lot of leeway, a lot of freedom, and to step out and go. And I think that has really helped the ministry in a lot of ways. If you want the Lord, and that's what you want, the Lord is here. God is here.
I try to keep it crunk in my own life. You know, I try to stay down with my homeboys. You know, I don't front. I try to, you know, keep it on the high side. And, you know, I represent for the G.O.D. You know, that's what I gotta do. It's what I gotta do for my homeboys over there in Wind Lakes. You know, I gotta hold it down. Why not you? Why not you? Why not you? Why me? Why not you? You know, so then you reach down in their heart with the word of God. And you tell them about the story of David and Delilah. When David was standing there ready to beat down Delilah. And Delilah was a big old girl. She was standing there and she was ready to take down David. And David was like, no you don't. So he took them 5 stones, and that's how you translate it to their life. You tell them, you say, you got these 5 stones, and you're dealing with something. Take your 5 stones and knock him out.
Thank you for never, you know, relaxing the standard, or never lowering the bar. What I know from my life is they did not lower the bar to where the Bible sets it. And I know a lot of Christian people do it. A lot of preachers, you know, towards their kids, they do it. They let them, you know, go out and, you know, do things that they're not really supposed to do, or have a boyfriend, or have a girlfriend, stuff like that. But I just know that they didn't lower the standard. And I love the fact that they've always taught me that, you know, others may, but I may not. That's what they always say. Others may, but I may not. I don't know if it comes from the Bible, but it might as well, you know, because that's just how much they've said it. Yeah, it sounds right. And so what other people may be able to do, I can't. And I know this because that's just how they've trained me up. So what I would say to them is, thank you for not lowering the standard. You know what I mean? Thank you for not relaxing it. Thank you for, I hated it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I hated a lot of things by it. But in the end, thank you for making me, you know what God is requiring of me. Because they're not making me live right. You know, I still have that choice, but they're making me know what's required of me. And hopefully I can follow through with that.